I've definitely had my issues where I'm still waiting on the funding, and it is going to be a major source of income. I do currently work two jobs that like covers it, but having the student loans will definitely assist assist just me being able to do school, especially with books, textbooks, um, other computer expenses as well. So it is a little uncomfortable to have to wait a couple more weeks, but you know, when you have to budget out of necessity, there's no other alternative.
Well, quite directly, right now I've got a tooth. I need it filled because some of the filling has fallen out. I was depending on student loans to subsidize the rest of the cost that insurance is not going to cover. Now that those aren't in, I just have this tooth that is kind of chipped. There's nerve endings exposed. Not fun. So I can't really eat very comfortably. Cold liquids hurt. It's all pain. And I can't get that fixed until my student loans are in.
Well, it made me very anxious. Still is making me anxious. I never actually had student loans until this year. I had saved up enough money in my year off to pay for my classes. So it brought a lot of unnecessary anxiousness and worry because I was worried that I didn't, do them right or it was my own fault or something like that.
For the last 2 years, so 2016-17, we were able to have all the loans confirmed, or all the loans up to that date, I guess, confirmed by the first day of classes. So compared to those 2 years, yes, definitely a larger amount. But I'm happy to tell you that we're caught up now, so that students should be receiving their loans within 5 to 10 business days, so they'll have them before tuitions late payments are charged.
Why have student loans been behind this year?
Okay, so the main reason is we lost our main person who's responsible for processing those, confirming those, right at the exact wrong time. So she found another job. We're very happy for her, but it just, made things behind. We've been doing everything we can. It's definitely our top priority to get those loans confirmed. We've, all hands on deck, staying late, overtime, whatever we can, but just losing that one person just is what put us behind. It's a very manual process. So the government sends us every loan and we have to confirm that every student who's applied is registered in the right amount of courses, that has the right program, name spelled right, student SIN number entered in the system, all of that. So it's just so manual that's the issue.
Yes, they can definitely take initiatives to prevent the super long wait times, but other times it's more dependent on whether or not the government will actually release its funding in a timely manner. Some years, especially during a tough budget, they have to accommodate for things that frankly put student loans a little bit further down the line, and thus we get our funding later.
General mental health and stress levels obviously spiked because I don't have the money, I don't know where it is, I don't know why I don't have it. There's been zero communication from the university as to why those aren't going through, so we had to go on a big wild goose chase to try to figure out why the money wasn't where it was supposed to be.
I don't feel like it's going to go away. I don't know exactly what the problem was, that I'm still unclear of. I was told by a few people that the system was shut down, maybe because so many people had to apply for student loans, which with the increase of tuition, I could see that happening every year. I had to find out on my own.
Right. Okay. So no communication?
No, I kept checking my bank account every morning as soon as I woke up, hoping that there would be money there so I could pay it or, pay for groceries or whatever. And there was never anything. And, I asked my boyfriend because he has student loans as well.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, I'm having the same problems. And then we went down to the enrollment office together.
Right.
And they didn't say what the problem was. They were just like, yeah, we're having some issues. Very discreet about it. And they were like, yeah, it should come in the next 10 days.
I've not been treated well. I only showed up once in person. I called a few times and basically just got told they'll get there when they get there. So not the attitude you want from enrollment services, And then I showed up in person, asked about it, and essentially got the same attitude. The lady got my student ID number, checked that I was in the queue, and said, oh yeah, you should get it confirm an email by the end of the week and then you'll get your money after that. And that's not concise information at all. That doesn't really tell me anything other than you'll get it when you get it, which I knew already.
I haven't received any threatening emails yet that I haven't paid my tuition or anything like that, so I guess I'm in the good graces. Granted, that could be changed in a couple of weeks, but since I am coming from an out-of-province one, I do have my student loans a little bit differently than Saskatchewan does. So it all could be dependent that I might get mine sooner, I might get mine later than what people are here doing. But so far, the representatives that I've been talking to, they've said that my funding will be confirmed within the next week or even like the next 2 weeks.
We never really guaranteed to students that we would confirm their loans by the first day of classes, and we're doing the best that we can. But any students that come to us, we bend over backwards to make sure that they're helped. So we have emergency student loans. So if students don't have their money and rent is due or they're out of food or whatever it is, we make sure that they can get an emergency student loan to tide them over until their loan is released.